Hello, everybody. My name is Darien Reimold.
I'm Braeden Ness.
And welcome to the first episode of Under the Spotlight, a podcast hosted by Crying Light Studios, talking about our short film studios, short films, and movies in general, and anything that has to do with that kind of creative world. So, Mr. Braeden is our guest today. Well, and probably the second host because he's my right-hand man for everything, everything and anything. Like, you should see me. It'll be midnight, and I'm saying, okay, Braeden, I've got an idea. He's like, all right. And that's been a lot of times. Today, I think we want to primarily talk about music, especially since Braeden is 90% of the music mastermind behind everything that we've done. I just released some statistics, and at this point, we had 36 original songs.
Wow.
And I'm gonna guess that around 28 of those came from you directly. How do you feel about most of the music being yours?
I don't know. It's kind of I don't know. It feels weird. It's weird. It's I don't know. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
Okay.
To have, the songs that you created, make their way into, a project.
Absolutely. We just went to the Cinespark Spring 48-hour film challenge, and because of Braeden's musical abilities, we were able to win Best Sound.
Yep.
And how did that feel? Because normally when we go to those and we get an award, I go up and take it, but I made Braeden go up and get the award himself. So how did that feel?
Oh, pretty good feeling. A good feeling.
Pretty good feeling.
Just the creative mind, just. I don't know. Like I get questioned. I've questioned it before. How do you come up with the songs or the tracks for these projects? And I don't know. It's just that creative brain I have.
They're just in there.
Yeah, they're just in there. I don't know. I guess I just put my mind to the zone or something. I don't know.
When you went up to accept that award, did you? Well, actually, when they were announcing it, there was, I think, 8 other films in there.
Yeah, I think so.
So did you expect what you had made and everything and what we had put together to win that? Like, did you already have that expectation in your mind, or were you, like, surprised about it?
Oh, you mean like, did I expect to win it?
Yeah, did you expect to win it?
Oh, no. You can't expect to win it.
Okay.
You can't because, like, any award you go for, you're not expected to get it, Your award's earned.
It's always a surprise.
It's always meant to be a surprise. So you could sit in there thinking that you might possibly get it, but you can't go in there and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it." Like, "Oh, for sure, I'm gonna get it." You can't come in there like with that kind of mindset.
Okay, I like that. Braeden, you've released some of your own music independently.
Yep.
And then you've been doing music for Crying Light Studios for what, like a year and a half now?
Yeah. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Certainly been a minute.
It's been a minute.
When I put all the songs together, we had like 75 minutes of original music.
Wow.
Which it is wow. I look at a lot of other short film creators and everything, and they do great work, but I see a lot of like pre-made music that they use, like other sources are making it, and then they just go in and get it and give credit to the people that make it. But what I really like about how we do things is that we do create pretty much all of our own original music.
Yeah, that's kind of the beauty of it too, because some people would use, tracks that already exist,
Mm-hmm.
and I think if you have that gift to, be able to, create your own, to me, that's a cool thing. Because it kind of takes like a weight off your shoulder.
That is true. I never really thought about it that way. Can you elaborate a little bit more about what you mean by that?
Well, okay, you go, you work on a film, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you want a certain, you want a certain song for this part. So you'll go online and you'll find this track and you would use that track. Like, I think it's better to be able to create your own stuff than having to use, something that already existed.
was also like it's specifically what you want for it.
Yeah, it's like it's what you want, but also like on the one other side of things, you don't want to, so you don't have to worry about copyright issues and stuff.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest ones that I've like always worried about, because you can use copyright free music, but
Yeah, but
at that point, just do your own.
Yeah, like if you have a certain song in your mind and you come up with all these other tracks, you see some of these other songs and it's not what you want, to have the capability to create your own, that to me, I think that's a cool thing.
I absolutely agree. And especially with our group, we have so many different kinds of musicians.
Yeah, we got a few.
Yeah, like you play a whole bunch of stuff, like guitar and that kind of stuff is your main.
Yep.
We have piano players, trumpet, trombone. I've even had other people create cello tracks for me. Like I really like that we are able to put our heads together and create some of this really good music. And I mean, I think it's just like the films themselves. Like you see, our early stuff was a little bit more simplistic and everything, but as we've gotten better and better at our craft, both in filmmaking and music making, you can actually hear the difference. And like all of the tracks are becoming a lot more unique, I feel.
Yeah, that's fair. Production, like quality wise, of the tracks have gotten much better too.
Oh, absolutely. Well, so the very first track that Braeden and I ever recorded was actually a song that he released independently called Temporary Fun. I wrote the song and he recorded it, but oh my gosh. The setup for this song was
it was almost like the old fashioned ways of how you would set up, to record a song. Like, like there would be those old setups where you have like it's like the thing that you would press the button to record and you play and they would go into that.
Like a tape recorder.
Yeah, like literally that.
Yeah, I had just gotten this. It's a tiny little handheld recording device.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
And I had a pair of earbuds plugged into it.
Yep.
And I sat Braeden down. He had his acoustic guitar and his voice, and we sat him in my living room, and we. What did we sit? We sat it on like a stool.
It was on a stool.
And then we had like two pillows around it, didn't we?
Two pillows around it to kind of like be like the sound boards.
And how many times did we record it?
I think someone tells me it was one time it took to do it.
Like we practiced it.
I think we did like a rehearse for it, but I think when it comes to actually doing it, I think it only took one take.
That sounds about right. That does sound about right. And then I did a little bit of background vocals, and then we were done. And when you listen to the song, I still like the song, but it's like empty. It's simplistic.
It's empty.
Yeah. And then so you listen to that, our very first one in this rinky-dink setup that we had come up with. And now, Braeden, you have your own recording stuff. You have mixing software, everything you need to really create like actual music. And you can hear a absolute clear difference between that very first track and the stuff you're putting together now.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool to hear that difference itself.
Yeah, I think it's a huge difference. And like I don't know if we'll probably get into it, but I'm like to this day, I'm still working on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say I stopped creating,
Yeah.
Okay, I may have backed away a little bit.
But you had other focuses.
Yeah, but there was other things on my mind that I had to do, which I'm pretty sure we'll talk about sometime in the near future. But after all that, I was kind of like, I'm in a place now where I can go back now and create.
Mm-hmm. I think it works to your advantage to have that open time where, like, if you don't feel like doing something that day, you don't have to do it. But then when the song really hits you in your mind, you just go and get it done.
Yeah. Like, it's hard for me to, once an idea pops up, like you come up with something in your head, it's not gonna be able to escape from you.
That's exactly how it is for me.
Like you gotta, like once it's in your head, you just need to just wham it and just finish it up.
Yeah.
Because if you have an idea in your head and then you don't do anything about it, you're gonna lose it.
That's the same exact way for me, both for music and for filmmaking. Like when it pops in, you have to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
As soon as it's right there.
Because you'll lose it if you don't.
You will, absolutely. Like I've had I remember that I would have ideas, and then like it's like 11 o'clock at night. You're laying down. And you're like,
That's how it is for me.
Your eyes spring open, and
That's
you're
how
like,
it is for me.
I have such a amazing idea, and then you don't write it down,
And then it goes away.
Yeah, it's gone, and you're like, why couldn't I have just?
That's happened to me many times before. Like I would, like okay, I would say I would have a song title.
Mm-hmm.
I come up with a song title, but then I won't come up with any lyrics, and then I'll have one first line, and then I just write that first line, and then my brain would shut. It's a, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a love-hate thing, but it's a.
No, it is. It really, at least for me, it really is a love.
It can be. It can be.
Because here's the thing. I love the entire process of both music creation and like the whole film, like writing it down, coming up with the idea, actually talking to people, scheduling, filming, editing, final release. I love it. But then like, man, do I hate having to sit down and be like, I have this great idea, but how do I do it?
That's an annoying feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can come up with this great idea, and like it's just there. Like when you come up with an idea, it's there. It's a good idea, but how do you like length it?
How do you expand upon it?
How do you expand it? That could be hard.
That it really is hard. Like I found that with especially music, because like I'll make a film that's like, let's say 10 minutes, and then you only have like let's say these 48-hour challenges that Cinespark runs, which love doing those, by the way. They cause me a lot of frustration, but I love doing them. I have an 8-minute film, and then I'm working with Braeden. Braeden sends me over 4 minutes of music, and we don't really have enough time to go back and record anymore. It's like, how do I do this? This is like impossible, but I mean, you get it done. And that's what really satisfies me in the end. Like we have these great ideas, we do them, and then you have these hurdles and challenges, and you're like, I really didn't want to be dealing with this. This is not something that I envisioned. But then once you actually pull it off, even with those challenges, that's the most rewarding part.
No, yeah, fair. I agree with that. Yeah, it's hard too. It's hard to come up with something on the spot.
Yeah.
Because when you have a limited amount of time to do it, it challenges you. And it kind of forces you to kind of, like, even if it's at a spot where your brain just doesn't want to click with you, you almost in a way kind of have to force yourself to get in that spot.
Mm-hmm.
And that can sometimes be hard.
But do you feel like that makes you better? Usually I work better under pressure. So like even if my brain isn't fully cooperating with me.
I think under pressure I would say yes.
Yeah.
Like if there's pressure on you, I think it kind of helps you in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I think just knowing that there's a deadline, it kind of in a way puts pressure on you, and you saying, okay, I need to get in the zone.
Yeah. So at this point, I want to ask you, we've done 20 films at this point.
Yeah, it's quite a few.
It is quite a few. And you've created music for, I'm guessing, over half of them at least.
It might have been more.
Probably.
Probably more.
So with that being said, what would you say of our films, what would you say is the one that you enjoyed creating the music for most? And there's at least 4 films that I know where you were like the only one to create music for. So which one of our projects so far has been the one that you've liked creating and doing that whole process for?
Ooh. Yeah, I have to think on that one for a minute. There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah. When it's like you could have a track here that you really like, and then the rest is just like, okay, that's what I did, and then you could have a track over on this one and that one, and you know what I mean?
There's a few I can come up on the spot. Like I would say, I think Emanating was a cool one to do. I think the tracks that I did on that one were pretty good.
Yeah, and those were pretty unique. That whole film was kind of funky, and it's.
It was funky. It was unique though.
Yeah,
it had a difference with the other ones. No way.
That is very true. I didn't even think of that one. Honestly,
I didn't think about that one. And I know because now I go back and I look and I realize that one. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot the music from that one. That was pretty good.
That was. I totally agree. Like, I could sit. It's like just a little bit ominous, and you're like, okay, I actually really liked it. It fit in really well, and I had multiple people tell me, they're like, I didn't even notice the music, which honestly is a good thing because then it fits so well that you're like, it's just part of the ambience of the film. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I want to say that one. I mean, there's some other ones that I've done that were still good.
Yeah.
Like, I think, I mean, Little Cowboy had some good stuff in it too.
That was if I'm remembering correctly, that's the very first one you created music for.
Yep.
That was about a year ago at this point. Even from then to this point, you can definitely see an
change.
Yeah, a different change. Yeah. I still like that film. But that's a good choice. There's
Dear Charlotte had some good ones.
That's the one I was waiting for.
Yep.
That's the one I was waiting for. Yeah, when we had some alternate tracks even for that too. Like the chase sequence, remember we had two different tracks, which you can find on our website, by the way. The official and the unreleased track are on there, so you can download them and listen to them. There was an unused track for when the detective got killed in the car.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There was an unused one for that one. I really like the ones in that.
Can't even what do I do after that one.
I like listening to the instrumental of the Christmas. So the one, a very rare Crying Light Studios Christmas.
I forgot about that one.
I really like just the instruments. I remember sitting there. That was even the first time that we really utilized stereo, instead of a mono track where you have one part in your right ear, one part in the left ear, and then they switch. Like at that point, I really liked that a lot. So I like listening to that one. There's there's one more that I'm waiting for you to mention.
You're making me think a little bit.
There's one more that all of the songs were from you. Come on.
I gotta think for a minute.
I know you can use your brain.
I gotta think a minute.
I've seen you do it before.
I know I've used my brain before. I gotta think for a minute here. I want to say...
I can see the smoke coming out of his ears now.
Okay, there's one on my mind that I'm thinking of, but I don't think it's the one.
Which one?
I want to say the one of the recent ones. I heard it's gonna rain today.
That's the one I was talking about.
That's the one?
That's the one, yeah. Because that one, that's the film that won the best sound from the Cinespark Spring 48 Hours.
Yeah.
That's another one of those ones again where I heard multiple people told me the music fits perfectly in it. And if you watch that film, it's the very first thing you hear is Braeden singing. I heard it's gonna rain today.
Yeah, that when we went to Harrisburg to watch that, hearing myself saying, I was just kind of like my palms were starting to sweat a little bit.
Yeah,
because it's I don't know. It's a weird feeling when you listen to yourself.
It really is.
It's different. It's different. It's almost kind of like watching yourself acting too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. Watching yourself acting and listening to yourself singing are kind of different a little bit.
Were there any other films you had thought about that you had created music for that you specifically enjoyed the experience for?
I mean, if I had to choose one that I think I like creating the most, I feel like I would have to say Emanating.
That is certainly a pick I did not expect, but I can see where you're coming from that.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much there was two tracks, and I only used one of them. I used the main track, and then I spliced that a little bit differently for the credit sequence. But
which one did you thought I was gonna say?
I thought that you were going to say Dear Charlotte.
Well, yeah, that one too. It's tied between Dear Charlotte and Emanating. It's tied between those.
And those were basically made at the same exact time. We were literally making one while we were making the other one.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, because it was kind of a close gap in between. Mm-hmm. From making Dear Charlotte to making Emanating, it was kind of time was quite close.
Yeah, and the film festivals for those were 1 week. So thank God.
It was 1 week, and there was 1 week, and then the next week was another.
Yeah,
one.
That's what I was about to say. The first weekend, and thank goodness that Cinespark had two showings that week, that time.
Yeah,
because we were going to miss the first one. And we're like, well, we're going to
the next one.
So thank goodness for that. And I had a great time at both of those.
Oh yeah, they were both a really good experience.
Yeah. So we went to the Center Film Fest in State College. for Emanating. And then we went to the Cinespark Nightmare tapes for Dear Charlotte. And recently, Dear Charlotte was selected for the Southeastern Pennsylvania Teen Filmmakers. It's my last year of eligibility for that. And I kind of threw that in as a last minute, like, we'll see what happens.
I still think Dear Charlotte's one of the best films that's out there that we've done. I still think it is.
I do too. The one that I've worked on that's unreleased right now, Corncob Figurine, I really like that one, and I really like Dear Charlotte. But they're two different kinds of films.
Two different kind of, the Corncob Figure is more of like
it's a documentary.
It's like a documentary. Dear Charlotte, it's like its own little horror / comedy kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Are you excited to keep creating music for Crying Light Studios and your own music and everything?
Yeah. I want to see where it can go. Like, where can the creativity go?
Okay.
Like, my music, like, I want to see where that would go. Where my own music would go. Because, like I said, to this day still, I'm still creating, I'm still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really, been recording it recently. There'll probably be a time in the future where that could happen.
Yeah.
Where it could happen where we could take it somewhere and record it. Because I could easily, it's very, I think for me, when it comes to like my actual music,
yeah,
I think that might be better off to save to record at an actual studio.
Mm-hmm. Like super professional.
Yes. And then like with the stuff that we do for the films, that stuff we can do at the studio that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think like I wouldn't say I'm taking, I wouldn't say I'm taking my own music more serious than the film stuff. But what I think when it comes to, trying to get into like a music business, that kind of music you might want to take more serious.
Yeah.
Than these other ones.
And they're two different kind of paths.
Yes.
Like at this point in our journey, they are two, like, while you're doing the same thing, they're two different paths. One is your own, like,
yes.
And because it's just music, you have to put all the focus on music.
Yes.
But like the film thing, you have to focus on the filming, the acting, the editing, and the music. So that's while you're taking it seriously, it's like you have to focus on other things as well. And because we do literally everything in-house, we have so many things to focus on that we can't go to a studio every time.
No.
We want to record songs like that.
Yes. But, it does come a time where that would have to be something you would have to really, dedicate your time to.
Yeah.
Because you can't go, like, say you're just going to, like, if you decide, okay, I'm going to go in the studio and I'm going to make a single. I'm going to make one song, put that out there.
Yeah.
That's not going to be too bad because you go into the studio for one day, you can get the whole song done and it'll be ready to go. Making a single, like going to the studio to record a single, it's much more of a different process than you going into the studio to make a collection of songs for an album.
Yeah.
That is a different one.
And that's basically what we do for every film. We make different songs, so many different songs.
Yes.
So you wouldn't be able to dedicate that. Well, you'd be spending a lot of money on that.
Yes.
And you probably wouldn't be getting the results that you want in the time limit that you want.
Like even like I could take some of these songs and record them in the studio that I have.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to taking them to an actual studio, the production level will be way better.
Yeah. Like you're just getting that extra step of like premium.
Yeah. And and it's fine, like when you release your first set of music, it doesn't have to sound the best.
Mm-hmm.
It does not have to be. Let me ask you some stuff now.
Okay.
So I'm just going to ask some stuff in general, whether it's the films or the music.
Okay.
Because I don't even know if I know the answers to some of these questions.
Oh, okay. So we're revealing some secrets today.
Gonna learn some secrets here.
Yeah.
So I probably asked this before, but I kind of want to know, out of all the films we've done, what is your favorite film?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Tough question.
Well, there's favorite ones that I've written, and there's favorite ones that have actually been done.
Okay.
So, multi-channel, multi-response. My favorite one that I've ever written in its original form, and I must make this extremely clear, in its original form, was I heard it's going to rain today. So we had 3 different versions of the script because people kept having scheduling issues. It literally started to rain that day.
Yep.
And my original idea was out in the back lawn, so you can't do it in the pouring rain.
Nope.
So that was the original script, which I hope we can eventually do.
I'm sure eventually can be done.
Yeah, that's my favorite one that I've ever written because I just liked. It's like a Groundhog Day and that kind of feeling. I really like that. The favorite one that has been released is Dear Charlotte.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I kind of figured that one.
Dear Charlotte, it just felt good.
Yeah,
there were some things that I looked at and I was like, oh, why did I do this? I wish this could have changed. Like, just a few examples. In the shot where Daphne, as Charlotte, is yelling at Trent, which is Lucas.
Yep.
We're looking at your fridge. And on the back of the fridge is my graduation party invitation. And if you really look close, you can see it. And I'm like, oh no. Why was that? Oh my gosh. But I had a few people notice that, but I don't think many people did.
I think they were most likely to pay attention to the actual action. Yeah, I don't think they were paying attention to what was around it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think when people watch the films, I don't think they pay attention to the sceneries. I think they actually pay attention to the action of what's actually happening.
And that's good because Daphne really played it up. So I think she was drawing a lot of attention.
Yeah, that definitely helped it a little bit.
That was one thing. One of the other things was the camera. I used a really small camera called the Canon R100.
Yeah.
And it's like the cheapest Canon camera you can get. And tends to unfocus sometimes if people are moving. And it did that sometimes. So like some of the shots will go unfocused a little bit and then they'll come back. And it's just like, I didn't watch them because we were on such a time crunch.
Yep.
I didn't watch them back. And it's really hard to do that on that little screen anyway.
Yep.
And I was like, I wish I could have done that. And the final thing, which I tried to avoid as much as possible, is Braeden plays the villain. And he's breaking into Charlotte's house.
Yep.
But you have to think, it's Braeden's house.
Yep.
And there's pictures of Braeden.
Yep.
All over the walls.
Everywhere.
So I don't remember if in the film.
I don't think any of my pictures were shown.
No. Maybe on the stairs. Like looking down the stairs.
Well, I don't think they're there, but I don't think it's like you got like a very good shot of them.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, they're there. Like, you can see there's pictures on the wall, but it's not like you can see like, oh, who are they? It's not, you can't see who they are.
Yeah.
Like, you might be able to just see like people in the picture.
Yeah. So there's definitely some things. If I were to redo it, I'd probably make it a little longer to kind of stretch it out a little bit more and make like the twist a little bit better. But
yeah, but when you have like a time limit of how long it needs to be, that just makes it difficult. Like, if you're able to make it to where it can be however long it wants to be, I think that in a way will make it easy.
Mm-hmm. And when I originally created it, so the film was 12 minutes long, and the original time limit for the Cinespark thing was 15 minutes. But I'm really glad it was 12 minutes because the Southeastern Pennsylvania teen filmmakers, the time limit is 12 minutes. So I literally hit it right on the mark.
How long would you have wanted to make it if you didn't have a time limit?
I probably would have added another minute or two, extended the conversations written out in letters, and had a little bit more action with like the actual letters being written and everything. But overall, I like that film a lot.
Okay. Here's one on the spot. One on the spot I got for you. So we're mentioning my tracks, all the songs I've created.
Yep.
And this could be anything in general, What out of any of the songs I've created, whether if it's my own stuff or some of the stuff we did for the films, which one is your favorite?
Like which film to create for, which track itself?
Any track in general.
Well, I have a favorite of mine, and I'm pretty sure I have a favorite of yours. The favorite one that I've written that it was performed by Cody Kohler for cello. He did it really quickly. It's the credit sequence for Dear Charlotte on his cello.
Okay.
It's like 30 seconds long, if that.
Yep.
I really like the way I wrote that.
Okay.
That one's really cool, and I really liked writing that one because it was really simple. It was like I had it in my mind and I was able to get it down really quickly.
Okay.
The favorite one, well, actually I said it earlier, the favorite one that you've done is the instrumental for the Christmas one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know why, but that one just really pulls me in. I really like.
Well, it seems like you've been using more of that instrumental version.
Yeah,
because it's not really because there's
I reuse tracks a lot, by the way.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But those are for more independent videos than films. If they're doing a film, I like to create a whole new stuff. But
if you're gonna have you have something where you can just reuse as many times as you want.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to make something new for it.
Yeah,
and I think it just seems like that one itself is one that you can just reuse.
Yeah, I can
whenever you want.
And because it sounds a little bit Christmassy when you put the stuff over it, like the voice.
If you put the voice and everything over, yes. But when you actually have like the instrumental track itself, it just sounds like, something you would hear every day.
But yeah, that's my favorite one.
Should we be excited for the future?
That's a great question.
Should we be excited for the future?
We should absolutely be excited for the future.
Okay.
Well, not even for just the stuff that like we already have in mind, but there are so many things that always come up like just randomly. Like literally the first film festival that we ever got into,
that just came up
literally like
out of nowhere.
I was sitting in class in high school, and my video teacher, Mr. Meese, says, I got this email from another school district about a film festival that they're having. You might want to look into it. So I was like, okay. I looked into it, and I talked to Carter. He was the first person I talked to about it. And I was like, well, maybe we have an idea. So we both wrote it together and everything. And, we got in, and I was like blown away. And then that like triggered the whole thing with going to all these different festivals. And we've had a lot of great times at the different festivals around here. And like the uncertainty of that, but also the stuff that we have planned, like that We Were Penn State York podcast where I have those people from Penn State York on. Yeah. Like there's going to be a documentary film with that. There's projects that like Carter, he has a song that he's working on right now.
Ooh.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one.
Mm-hmm. So he's working on that right now, kind of keeping it under wraps. But then I have a video that I had pre-planned in my mind for like a couple months at this point, and it's mainly focused on the music and somber music, and it's kind of what he's writing. So like that's really interesting. We should be excited for the things that are uncertain. We don't know what's going to happen. But
you can't do it again. Like I mentioned it earlier. You can't say, oh, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can be positive. Like I'm sure it will eventually happen.
Like I don't know if it's going to happen right this second though.
Okay, like it's not gonna happen right this second. Like I say that all the time when it comes to my music. Like I don't know how long it's gonna be till this music's actually out in the world. Mm-hmm. Like I have it.
Like it could be 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 years, but
it could be a while.
But you're gonna work towards it. That's what the important thing is. You're working towards it.
Yeah,
we are working towards it. Whatever the goals are.
Yeah.
And we will get there eventually.
Oh yeah, we'll get there eventually.
But that's what I think we should be excited for. Because we don't know when it's going to happen. It could literally happen
any minute,
any moment of the time that you're spending, that you're alive. You don't know if it's going to happen.
You know what's actually kind of crazy? I might actually mention this. So yesterday when I was at home, and I actually didn't tell you about this yesterday too. I actually had a fortune cookie. Okay.
And
it's actually kind of coincidental that we're sitting here doing this podcast.
And Braeden doesn't eat Chinese, so this is kind of rarity.
Well, actually, I actually do. I eat chicken rice.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. There you go.
Branching out. Okay, continue.
So I can't think of the actual, because when you get the fortune cookie, they have like a little saying in there.
Yeah.
The little sayings are usually in there. It gives you, I guess, I don't know what it is, like gives you hope or.
Yeah, they're supposed to like
kind of
make your day better.
Yes. So so I get the fortune cookie, I get the little piece of paper out. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can know the exact words. It said something about an opportunity is on the horizon very soon. something along those lines.
See, that's the and like those types of things, like what you just said.
Yep.
And then like I'm sure something popped into your mind right away. Like, what about this? What about this? That's what, like, whenever I hear those kinds of things, it's like, well, I have this in the works right now, or I'm thinking about this right now. Is it a sign? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I read it in my head and I'm like, ooh, okay. It kind of gave me chills a little bit because it said like an opportunity is up on the horizon. And again, there's always days where, you might not have that feeling where it's like, oh, I don't know. This might not go anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another day where you're like, oh, okay, you know what? This might actually go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I think right now it's in a process where, it could go somewhere. It could. Again, you can't say like, oh, it's going to, or it will, or it's got, you can't be 100% and say like, okay, I know it's going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Because you're always uncertain. There's always that uncertainty.
It's always that uncertain feeling, but you can hope that it'll go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And, and you can be positive thinking that, okay, it might. I think it'll go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you're uncertain.
Yeah, you just got to keep putting in the work.
You don't know.
Yeah.
And if it does, then good, God bless. If it does, good.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, you always got to keep putting in that hard work, though.
Yep, the hard work pays off.
It does. I think that's a good message to end on. That hard work does pay off. It's been an honor and a pleasure to have you with, and I hope that we can continue this. You've seen the growth that we've had from those very first films to now.
I've pretty much been around for like a lot of the ups we've had and a lot of the downs.
Yeah, and we've had some pretty hard downs, but
we've had some ups and we had some downs.
Yeah, it's good that we keep growing and we keep getting better, and no matter the downs, we still have those ups.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Mr. Braeden, for being on today. I hope that you will return.
Yeah, I'll probably come back.
Well, to anybody that's listening out there, thank you for listening to us ramble for this long. I hope you learned something about us, learned something new about the world in general, take some of our advice about being hard worker, being excited for the future, being excited for the uncertainty, and just looking forward to what you can do. That's the ultimate message. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.